We are waiting for people to join. I don't own the rights to the music. Facebook, I don't own the rights to the music. Wow, wow, wow. Join in, join in. It's exciting. The game is on, guys. excited. I'm excited. Thank you guys for joining. We are here again. Good, interesting topics today. We have a few topics. Let me just pull up the topics. Welcome, Dodich Senga, Stella, yes, Zandile Hadebe, Juliet Mulishani. Share, invite people. We are here. We are here, guys. The topics we have today: Lungu, former Republican president, His Excellency Edgar Chagwa Lungu, activated his Facebook page where he has over 1 million followers. He deactivated the page soon after losing elections in 2021. So the page has been back up. Yesterday it was turned on, and oh my God, he has gone viral. Viral. Let me see. He just posted in the morning Mwauka, and let me see. That Mwauka 15 hours ago has generated 29,000 likes and love. Over 11,000 comments, guys. His page is on fire. ECL's page is on fire. And mainly because of the unfortunate situation that we have found ourselves in our country. We have found ourselves with the UPND government who promised us the moon and the stars, and look at what has happened to Zambia. So basically, the poor governance, the failed governance of UPND has made us to go back to our ECL. I know some of you are new, you don't know me. My name is Queen Pumi. I campaigned on TV Bakwetu and Matomola to remove Edgar Chagwa Lungu. And since after 5 months of UPND, I realized that things are not going as they promised. And I switched. I have never been UPND, but I was a sympathizer. I'm a certified human rights consultant. So I'm an advocate for good governance. So I advocated for good governance on the promises of UPND, but UPND have failed the people. And myself, I was able to see that this government is not taking people where it promised. So after 5 months of governance, I stopped advocating for UPND, and I've been speaking against the bad governance of UPND until we are here today, almost 3 years since UPND came back. Edgar Chagwa Lungu said he was retiring from politics in 2021, but you know what? UPND have hounded ECL to come back to politics. The return of ECL is a making of UPND. They were hounding him, and the failure of them to govern. So our topics today, guys, is mainly we are talking about ECL and his comeback. Feel free to make comments below. Don't be scared to comment, because the law on requiring a license to speak on political matters has not been enacted yet. It's not a law yet. So we are free, we can talk. And I don't think this law will be enacted because it's an infringement of human rights. Yes. John Siwale, good to see you. And Douglas, good to see you. So this law on controlling people's speech is not active yet. They are still deliberating it. And if they pass it, it will be an illegal law. Yes, it will be an illegal law because Zambia is a democracy and our freedoms of speech, affiliation, and association are enshrined in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article number 19. So our show tonight, we are talking about ECL goes viral. Praise singers, get ready. Numbers don't lie. One of our praise singers, numbers don't lie. Politics is a numbers game. We are able to see from the get-go, ECL's numbers have skyrocketed. Everyone wants ECL. Yes. The other topic is ZESCO is it going to increase the tariffs again, which is really sad, you know. So ZESCO is going to increase the tariffs. I'm told they are going to increase it in 2 installments. And then the other breaking news is Bank of Zambia has taken over 2 banks under the UPND government. So 2 banks are closing down, which is a bad sign for economic growth. And also the UPND debts. So this is one of the reasons ECL is, people are missing ECL because UPND is borrowing, but we don't see where the borrowed money is going. Yes. So I have my 10 points here, guys. I have 10 reasons why I want ECL to come back. These are the 10 reasons why I want ECL to come back. I wrote them down. And reason number 1 is that I want ECL to come back in 2026 because ECL is patriotic. That's the key thing. ECL is patriotic. ECL puts Zambians first. To grow the economy, we need investments in Zambia. We need our Zambian people to be given licenses. We need our Zambian people to be given opportunities. And ECL, his scores on this. ECL is patriotic compared to New Dawn government. If we look at New Dawn government, the latest scandal, they have sold 51% shares to a company in Dubai. And today we have heard that Honorable, this Minister of Mines was saying that he doesn't know if the Mopani was sold, and if it was sold outside of Parliament, then that is illegal. So which is which? We need to know the truth. You know, we need to know the truth. Mopani has been sold to who? ZCCM has sold 51% shares of Mopani to a foreign company. Why? And this passed outside of Parliament. That is treasonous. All the mines in Zambia, they are our birthright. They are our source of income as Zambians. If anything, Zambians must own this mine and they must be nationalized so that all Zambians benefit. So reason number 1, PF is patriotic. Reason number 2, PF offered subsidies. They offered the fuel subsidy. Right now, look at the fuel pricing. There is no subsidy and we don't know what is happening to this government. They are borrowing a lot of money, but we don't know where that money is going. Now, people, you are also saying, praise singers, you are also saying, no, PF was also borrowing. Yes, PF was borrowing, but we have something to show. For PF's borrowing, we have proof where their money was going, which was borrowing. What of UPND? Where is the money that they are borrowing going? They have refused to subsidize fuel. The ZESCO tariffs have tripled just to install electricity. I don't know how much it is. You know the numbers, Zambia. But UPND, they are borrowing. Now we are saying, where is the money UPND is borrowing? Because we are not seeing it. We are living in the highest inflation in Zambia since the state was born under UPND. So that's my reason number 2. Reason number 1, PF is patriotic. Reason number 2, PF had food subsidies. Reason number 3, PF borrowed money, but we saw what they have done with the money they borrowed. UPND, they are borrowing money. So far, they have borrowed $5 billion US dollars. Where is the money? Where is the $5 billion US dollars that UPND has borrowed? Now, to give you a simple example, the budget of Zambia, UPND budget is like 173 million US dollars. So if you multiply 173 million US dollars times 5 years, that is less than $1 billion. Now, if they borrowed 5 billion, where is the 4-point-something billion dollars? Look at the economy. They are failing to pay. They are failing to pay teachers on time. They are failing to subsidize fuel. They are failing to pay outstanding retirees. Their salaries are low. You know, they promised the civil servants debt swap. That hasn't happened. So where is the money that UPND is borrowing? So that's why, for me, I say I'd rather go back to Lungu, because even if he was borrowing, we saw what he has done in the country from the borrowed money. Mutukuzi, good to see you. Reason number 4 why I want to go back to PF. Reason number 4 why I want to go back to PF. There was no social media censorship in PF. Me, I campaigned for UPND on social media, and my page was never censored in PF government. So I had the freedom of speech in PF, and the current UPND President HH was saying, when it comes to power, there will be rule of law, everyone will be free, but alas, our pages are being censored. So I would rather go back to PF. These are my reasons why I would rather go back to PF. My page was not censored when I was decampaigning PF. So now the tables have turned. UPND is in power. They are censoring pages. They are doing selective application of the law. Certain people from certain regions, they are being arrested for just sneezing, complaining there is hunger, mugwireni. We have certain people from certain regions who have immunity. They have immunity based on their region or where they come from. They are insulting others. They are doing whatever they are doing. Nobody is arresting them. So, chawama potuwerere kuri balungu mkwai. Unless this UPND pull up its socks. And on this social media censorship, I want to comment, because I saw a viral post today by Dr. Nevas Mumba, where they say there is no democracy in Zambia. And Nevas Mumba said something that there is democracy in Zambia. And then again, the same Dr. Nevas Mumba said another comment about the banks. Let me just read what he said. I'm talking about censorship. And I want to talk about Nevas Mumba, because Dr. Nevas Mumba is a politician who has been around for many years in the Zambian political scene, and he wrote a political book, Zambia Shall Be Saved. And we actually, on this page, we have really criticized Dr. Nevas Mumba for not standing up to stand with the people. But yesterday, we have a comment where Dr. Nevas Mumba says, it appears though as all local banks will be closed, we shall only remain with foreign banks. And I commented on that post by Dr. Nevas Mumba to say, this is what you should be doing. You can't be a political opposition president and then cheering a government of oppressing people. So this post by Nevas Mumba, this is what we want. We want Dr. Nevas Mumba to speak for the people. But today, Dr. Nevas Mumba wrote something. This is how he should be speaking. And then he is also questioning, how did ZCCM invest in a private bank that was insolvent? That was Dr. Nevas Mumba today. And we saw that the same bank that is insolvent just donated money last week to the First Lady. You know? And then the same Dr. Nevas Mumba posted something to say there is democracy in Zambia. Now, I'm just asking, this is a question to Dr. Nevas Mumba. Where do you stand? Apart Africa, Zambia, we don't want politicians who are flip-flopping. One day they are bootlicking the current government. The next day they are criticizing them. If you are in opposition, you are in opposition. You can't be flip-flopping. I'm sorry to say, Vanevas Mumba. I am sorry to say you can't be flip-flopping. You are the president of MMD. Better prove your sort, prove your worth to the Zambian people that you are standing with the people and your job is to oppose the current government, not to be cheering them on. I have seen many people who are failing to stand with the people. I don't know what they are fearing. I don't know what they are fearing. Really, if you are in opposition, you can't be flip-flopping. You can't be flip-flopping. It's either black or white. You can't be both. It can't be a gray area. But Dr. Nevas Mumba, you have seen your Lungu has come back from his retirement to stand with the people. So we need people like your Nevas Mumba to do the same. They can't be here nor there. They have to be with the people and in opposition. Otherwise, whenever, if you want to join my UPND, go ahead, join my UPND. Other people have joined UPND, like Frank Wadia and many others. Zambia is a democracy. So people can choose to be in a political party of their choice. But we don't want hypocrisy. You are a political party president for opposition, but you are cheering the current government. That is hypocrisy. And whenever Smumba, I'm asking you, sir, with due respect, apart to Africa forward, ECL to come back from retirement, it means the game is on. The game is on. So that's my point number 4. I was talking about censorship and democracy, and I referred to Bamumba because he said in Zambia there is democracy. You don't cheat yourself. There is no democracy in Zambia. There is selective application of the law. They are even they've even started arresting people who just complain about this government. They are arresting them. What democracy is there? Yeah? Pages are being censored. My page is censored here. My analytics on my page, when I go there, the numbers have dropped because my page is blocked in Zambia by this new Dawn government. Now we are going to see if they are going to censor Edgar Chagwalungu's page. That's why if you watch me yesterday, I said that it is good that that ECO has come back because let the big boys. This is a match to HH. It is a match to HH. So, and then another reason, point number 5, why I want ECL to come back is because all the government institutions were autonomous of the executive. Even though Lungu controlled, appointed people in these key offices in Zambia, they were autonomous to a degree. But now we have UPND government controlling National Assembly, controlling the legislature and judiciary. Yes. The caderism in UPND has moved into key government institutions of power. The 3 arms of government. There are cadres there. So, for me, I would rather go back to Lungu because Lungu let those 3, even if there was interference, it wasn't as much interference as UPND is doing. So, what am I saying here is that UPND, you came to revenge. UPND came to revenge what PF was doing, and then they are even going an extra mile. Over. PF, they have gone over and above. They have jumped an extra mile by even putting cadres in all key government institutions. Caderism, their cadres are in suits. They are educated cadres there. All people we have heard here to say, a lot of people, they have been put on leave and they are being replaced. So that's a bloated civil service because a lot of people, they are sent home and getting a pay. And then the new Dawn government is handpicking people to be in these key offices. So caderism has skyrocketed. It is double. So efo tulelando kwebati. Nga walupiro mwana kashi. Walupiro mwana kashi. Waisa mukanelo waopa second wife. And your second wife starts mistreating the children. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Wayaupo mwana kashiwa number one. You bring a second wife and your second wife starts mistreating your children. That mother starts mistreating the stepchildren. What are you going to do? So this is where Zambia has reached. Zambia went and got another wife or another husband, however you can see. Don't talk about proof here. This is dictatorship. Don't talk about proof. Democracy allows us to pass our opinion. That's why mulefokula block abantu kulanda, because you are dictators. Democracy allows people to speak freely with their opinion. If I lie here, counter my lie and bring proof of what I've said is wrong. That's how democracy works. You don't stop people from talking and tell people, don't stop talking unless you have proof. That is dictatorship. Democracy allows people to speak freely. It is my opinion. And if my opinion is wrong, all you can do is correct me. Give me, fact check me, chapwa. Munafa mune kanya abantu kulanda uwalanda kofye at yo bring facts here. No. We are in a democracy. We are allowed to say our opinion. And if you don't agree with me, you can say your opinion or you can leave my page or you can fact check me. You don't silence people. That is democracy. That is dictatorship. And this is what we are refusing. Now, so I'm at point number 4 on I've talked about social media censorship and civil service caderism. I've talked about caderism. And I'm saying that a UPND caderism has shifted to the key governance, institutions of governance. Yes, they have silenced Soloch. A kid who had a family problem, you know, they sent police officers. Yeah. I thank Balungu for coming back because the case of Soloch in a democracy. In a democracy, why would you send police officers to a mental patient instead of letting those specialists kuma mental hospital deal with it? Why was a hospital full of policemen? We are in a police state. And then we have people saying Soloch was Florence Soloch was paid to politicize it. How can somebody pay you money to say I was raped since I was 2 years old? Really? Okay, even if you want to sensationalize things, chingirire anymore for you and I. Once it's almost 200 people watching. And if each one of you share this broadcast, we're going to have 400 people watching. So it's almost like 200 people watching. Can someone come to you and give you money to say, go on social media and tell the whole world that you have been raped since you were 2 years old? Eh? Can you agree to that? And knowing that that person is a commander. You are dealing with a powerful family. Can you do that? You can't. But everything, they politicize everything just because the commander is a high profile, whatever politician, high profile job. Look at how it became political to where people now they are creating posts and accusing PF. You know? Abasungu balanda, let the sleeping dogs lie. Let the sleeping dogs lie. Nombana mubushe fialele, the green ghost is back. ECO Naisa. ECO Naisa. He's back. You know what? I didn't like PF, but compared to UPND, I would rather go back to PF. And I'm sure all the Zambians would rather go back to PF when they look at how much they are paying for electricity, load shedding, meal, all the problems that UPND has brought. Everyone is saying, "Chawama tuwerere mofyo kudi balungu opo to Africa." Point number 6. Why I want to go back to PF. Kwali cheap fertilizer. Takwali kwa kana fertilizer mumameda. There was food security. Edgar Lungu and his government made sure they had 3 years worth of food in reserve. And this UPND baisa ba shongwe shovunga wonse. To a point now that Zambians are eating GMO. On top of that, we have a drought. So it will mean that this thing will go on. The hunger crisis in Zambia will go on. Because they emptied the reserves, the food reserves, and now we have a drought. So our people can't grow food for the next season. So that's another reason. There was cheap fertilizer, there was food security. Muni banyu doni abantu bali akana ubunga mumameda. I mean bali akana fertilizer mumameda. So you see why people want to go back to ECL. Good to see you, my sister, Rebecca. And also borrowing. These UPND, they are borrowing with no show. Vale Kongole mpiesho vale Kongola kachoko shirea. Kuchua Kongola 5 billion. Where is the $5 billion they have borrowed? I have said again. These UPND, they have put the country in a deeper debt. Vale Kongola with nothing to show. Out of the 5 billion they have borrowed, we say that money 5 billion, ama budget yawa new done is less than 200 million a year. So for 5 years, their budget can fit in 1 billion. So where is the 4 billion? Where is the 4 billion over Kongola? Shirikuisa. Can't they use that money to save the bank? Where is the money by UPND by Kongola? Hello, by PF by the Shiren MPM reserve. Can't they use that money to bail out some of these local banks? Here in America, there was a banking crisis a few years ago, and the Treasury, the U.S. Treasury, bailed out those banks. But we find that in Zambia, Bank of Zambia is gladly putting these banks in receivership and shutting them down. Why can't Bank of Zambia save the local banks? Why? The same thing connecting to the banks is a democracy, which I've already said. But open your eyes, Mwevan. To these people, they are borrowing with nothing to show. Okay, nangumuleva supporter by UPND. Ask them, impia bale kongwela, shirea kuisa, because tabalita subsidize ubunga, abama salaries abantu kuwaya waya fie. If you're not pena la mata, takawam circulation, all the PF people who had contracts, they have not been paid as a way of punishing them. But you know what? If they had paid those contractors, that will be money will be injected into the economy and there will be some business going on. So UPND, they are deliberately killing the economy by not paying anyone who did business in PF. So if you want to back, those are my 10 reasons why I will go back to PF. They are patriotic. PAF was patriotic. They were democratic. Businesses were thriving. They subsidized fuel. They provided cheaper fertilizer. They provided cheaper ubunga. There was money in circulation. There was no social media censorship. There was no the caderism was in the streets. It was not in high institutions of governance. And the PF borrowed, but with something to show. So by PF in Piaba Kongwe, we can go. So on top of our bombele. I'm going to play this song again. PF borrowed, but there was something to show for what they are borrowed. No baba Piaba de Kongo la shile akuisa. Let me take a break and play this song. Okay, I was reading the comments. Yes, so yes, the other thing I think about Victoria, you said that in a Lungu opposition were able to hold rallies, you know. That's the other thing. Another reason why I want Lungu to come back. There was democracy, but opposition vale longana. Somebody was asking me nishun desonta. Desonta po abomba Lungu. Upon desonta. And the other thing why I want Lungu back, actually Lungu is just a figure. We will just want change. But at the moment, Lungu is a giant to who can stand toe to toe with a change. Someone says Wandambo. Yes, if Wandambo comes, maybe Balungu can endorse Wandambo and we vote Wandambo in. But we are just saying we are tired of UPND. Tuanaka na vena no mufiwabo. Mone nyoko batwele chalo. Yes, so Balungu is back, and you know what might happen in Zambia is what happened in Senegal, where the young man was endorsed and then he was elected president. So what it is like Zambia, we don't want UPND. They have to go. Bafridebaya. And the other thing that I want to say, why UPND must go, because of these praise singers and their insults. I want to talk, Lelo. I'm going to spend some time to talk about praise singers and your insults. You know? I am a Tonga myself, and I know that most of the praise singers, they are Tonga. But I didn't know that Tonga bali kwa tensere. Muda matusi, nyowa Tonga nywevo. Mevo ndiri mutonga, so I can say it. But nyowa no Tonga nyowa muri tugiride. Arimu mula matusi. Arimu amahina yeonse nje mubere hawa Facebook nja fake. Mwawe amahina uma northern na uma eastern. Arimu mula tugira no Tonga. Ay mwandiri ndayowa. Arimu ndragambwa. To a point where our Tonga ma praise singer banji. Babola kukundi tugira mu inbox. Kundi tugira mebo. Mebo ninda campaigner for UPND. Tinda wana wo PF kubola kundi tugira mu inbox. Matusi. Agwambati ego ya agwamba biyano po. Anga yambi alive matusi. Ngoba ndi tugira ma praise singer. Nje problem njinda jana UPND bari tugiride. Chitanangwa nyuba pamari kwamba tikabatugira abantu. So mewonda bora kumwambira ati olo mundi tugire pa, you can insult me from Cape to Cairo, from Antarctica to Arctic Circle. You can insult me, but it won't bring the price of mili meal down. Mwa nyuba praising no wani tugira tamuwa son tamuli sendi gubola mu inbox yangu kundi tugira. So ndi mwambira ati olo mundi tugire from Arctic Circle to Antarctica. Matusi anta wakujoha nani price yebusu. Muhama praise singer nangu muntu ke insereshe mtashaka bwesho mtengo wabunga. Ero nangu muntu ke na inewe is mutual. Whatever you feel for me is mutual. Ero nga na obola kulemba hindu ya buyanga page atago tinda kuitanga ngozwa page. But that's another problem what we have is ma praise singers balama tusi bali tugiride. And the people saying that there is democracy, there is rule of law. What rule of law when women are insulting every day? Some of the people who are insulting are just social media celebrities. They are frustrated and they insult. Why can't Zikta visit those people and bring law and order? Muribanja wa mujisi mahina mahina fake. Gutiga mulemba ya buyanga. If you are real people, use your real name. Murijisima fake profile pictures, amahina fake. Gutiga mutugira bantu. But just know that digital footprint taifuti will come after you. We will come after you, and me, I don't care. Olomundi tu ire matusi tarandi jai. And this is one reason why this new don't have to go. Because wala matusi wali kwa tensere. Kula tukana abantu. And these are some of these, they are small boys coming here to insult me. I wrote 10 points here why UPND should go. Write me 10 points why you should stay, chapwa. Don't come and write vulgarity or insults here, no. If you think it's called democracy, democracy is a freedom of speech and opinion, is not propaganda. Propaganda is your 10-point plan where UPND, which you have flashed in the toilet. That is your propaganda. You store the election with a fake 10-point plan. Look at where Zambia is. Propaganda is your fake 10-point plan. So me, when I come and expose you for your lies, I become a propaganda. Shame on you. And you can leave this page. No one invited you. And I'm ending here. I just want to say thank you, ECL, for coming back. What our ECL has done is like, you know what, Babwela ECL, he's a man and a half. Even if you have, I've seen comments, hey, we don't want thieves. Okay. Inga na UPND mpya bale kongola. Bale twala kuisa. Ngate basakala. Where is the money that UPND is borrowing? Going? Where is it going? If you are clean by UPND, show us where the money is going. Eshomle kongola. Because Muzambia ngatakuri ule chula. Muzambia, no one should be suffering right now with the amount of money they have borrowed. Shilea kuisempia. Amata baba shtisha. Zesko bale sampuisha bantu bale chula. Eh? Tulande fenangu latest scandal ya ba Lazard apa. The latest scandal of Lazard. What happened? PF 5 million. New Dawn 45 million. So who is better? Techwa tufoleshe muwa babule tempia bale folesha Mazambian kanshi. Ndalanda yose pano Zambia is a rich country. They can afford to pay us, all of us, $1 million US. Na mumone fe bale folesha mama abantu ka business ka pupa fe. Muzambia tama consultants. Aba inga chita debt restructure. Bali pila batu di pila bonze for free. That ba PF ni basakala. Okay, ba PF ni basakala nomba. They have something to show. Pali busakala bwabo. Nomba imwe. Mune tuala kuisempia. Ba New Dawn, where are you taking the money? $5 billion eo mwa Kongola. Mwa tuala kuisa. $45 million US mwa pera Lazard. Bonse kuchuma atufodesha $1 million US. Olo mwashtemi chimufipatala. Olo mwaita subsidize fuel. You can do a lot with all that money. Esho mle Kongola. But ule MP esho mle Kongola ni nani? Ama classroom eo mle kula. Muli CDF. Ifya madogo. Ifima bridge. Ifya madogo. Kwa mle buta. Shame on you. No kulash tefima mnyoto kefile beuka ferionse. Kachinga wali kwa tanama license. Avene wale insha mamotoka ya ye. All those vehicles that you Dawn is buying, they are giving people who have got no experience to drive. Kuchwe muntu ulenda pa musebota pali umuntu wa isanga mudichi. Why? It means you didn't even have a driving license. Tawa upon a good driving school. Filefima Land Cruiser bashta. Na you fachi barishta name yotoka yembe balepe at youth empowerment. That is a scam. Why buy vehicle? A vehicle is a liability. Ukalashta fuel ni nani, maintenance ni nani. Why teti mumule mpia mwapela ba youth mwamkulashta fima myotoka. Elo baleti beula kwati katwish. Katringa banenisha na bakolo wolonga bali kwa tama driver's license. I don't know. Or maybe they make deals for buying those cars. Imwansa mwabami pele motoka bakupela liability. Look at the price of fuel. How are you going to maintain that car? Mu parliament fiari lungula mu parliament. Emuli problem number one. Look at what is happening in the. If you were supporting UPND government, look at what they have done in the parliament. Look at how they imposed Miles Sampa as a president. Balikuisa chama no munango balikuisa balishima. After all those threats, they use people and dump them. Aba icheba de chairman FBI. $50,000, 50,000 kwachas each. The guys had to make noise and threaten them. Pakshu baba pere nani. Can I don't even know ngawadi bapera. No. Abakunyantuka mo abena Zambia parliament na irubana. Mu parliament fena mulubana. Anyway, na landa na pera, but the good news is Lungu is back. And we hope that this is a wake-up call, because by New Dawn, they still have time. New Dawn, they still have time. So I hope this is a wake-up call for by New Dawn to start doing the right thing. Because now Mumona, Lungu is pulling the numbers. Numbers don't lie. If we just want a better Zambia, I don't care if it's HH is president, whoever is the president, do the right thing for the people. Chapwa, deliver your promises. Mubule mopani mushtishe kuma Dubai. Imwe bene ba praising imwe ba letasha. Kuti babula ubuteko kuti babula mopani mine washisha kuli foreigner. Really? That is a national treasure. No kushisha baba pelefe, but they just gave it. It was looted. The price is like a giveaway price for that mopani mine. Mule lumba. Iwo wa ule lumba ile deal ya kumopani, you are not Zambian. If you are Zambian, takuyumu Zambian winga lumba, selling of mopani mine to a foreign investment company. Inga for former Zambians, what's wrong with us? There are no Zambians who have money, who can buy that mine and run it, so that ama profits yale shara mu Zambia. Zambia will be a shell. Then you have to supporteni. Aku supporteni mwebalesa that UPND paka 2090. UPND is selling this country down the river. Mukashala pofyena mumonefile chitika. Local banks closing, and local banks are closing because they are local traders. There is no business in Zambia. People are not doing business in Zambia, so that's why the banks are closing. We have foreign investors in Chinese will become Bank of China. At least if the government made a policy to say all these local businesses should be depositing money in the local banks, then the local banks can survive. But the local banks can't survive when we are just trading. Zambians now, they are just eating hand to mouth. Chapwa. There is no money to take mu bank. There is no money circulation. I'm a bank you say ichalo chala shale chabasungu. That's why kutibafile ba ya UPND 10-point plan yenu. Go back to it. Go back to your 10-point plan. That's the only way you stay in power. You have taken 2 years to damage this economy. The next 2 years, do something to rebuild it. Go back to your 10-point plan. Otherwise, Lungu is back. And if Lungu has said he doesn't want to stand, but whomever he endorses is the one who's going to go to plot 1. So I end here. Thank you so much. Thank you for following and sharing the page. Follow the YouTube channel as well. Exactly. You know? Ama mine here, they were already operational. Okofia bakale kuimba fe bayamkusha ku stock exchange. Uranium, emerald kudia bakaje mupambira kuimba emerald mu Zambia today balekafi. Waite tuye tupoke mpya kudi bakaje. Yeah, so Area Shilio, thank you guys. Follow the YouTube page, YouTube channel to catch up on the missed videos. Otherwise, appreciate your time and God bless you. Good night.
Bali bako